Europe is for sure a place with a complex history, which translates in today's geography distribution. Countries' borders have changed a lot of times during these last few centuries in this continent, and as a consequence, some nations still own territories far away from its mainland. The Kingdom of Denmark is no exception to this rule. A big portion of people identify Denmark as this peninsula and surrounding islands, but Denmark is much more than just that. And today I'm here to talk about the interesting geography and history of this former Viking area. So, geographers of the world, welcome to the Kingdom of Denmark. Denmark, one of the top European countries with a really high GDP per capita, a really great economic freedom score, an advanced system of healthcare, and also an excellent education index. These parameters make Denmark one of the best countries to live in the world. But, besides that, Denmark has tons of interesting information in geographical and historical terms. Denmark is mostly known for this part of the country, right north of Germany, the only nation that shares a land border with. The 68-kilometer separation is located on the only part of continental Denmark, the Jutland Peninsula. Around it, there are around 400 islands, the major ones being Zealand, where the capital Copenhagen is, Vendsyssel up north, separated by the Limfjord, and Funen here, also really close to the continental area. There's also this island here, Bornholm, that's actually a little bit dislocated from the rest of the country. But let's not forget about the other parts of the Kingdom of Denmark. The Faroe Islands, a small archipelago in North Atlantic, between Scotland and Iceland, is an autonomous territory. With only 1400 square kilometers, it has a really small population of around 52,000 people, mostly living in the capital, Tórshavn. The Kingdom of Denmark was only placed in the position 130 on the country list of land area. They are actually in the 12th position, due to another autonomous territory, Greenland. Denmark owns the largest island on Earth, with over 2 million square kilometers. If you're thinking about a big piece of land will contribute as well for a big increase in total population, you're totally wrong. Greenland has only about 55,000 people, almost the same as the Faroe Islands, and like its other autonomous region, a great portion of people live in the capital, Nuuk. In territorial disputes, Denmark has only one with Canada, about Hans Island here. But since both of them are so polite, it basically consists of just carrying there, taking the other country's flag, and place its own instead. If you're expecting some big war or conflict, these are not the countries you can expect to observe in these kind of situations. But why are these territories even under Danish rule? And does Denmark even benefit from having them? Well, we have to go back a few centuries to understand this. You see, Denmark is a former territory of the Vikings, a great group of warriors and explorers who reached parts of Greenland and North America. By the beginning of the last millennium, Vikings arrived here and started to do some businesses with the people from Greenland, the Inuits. At some point, the Viking Age was over, and no one was actually controlling the territory, until Norway initiated movements to colonize the region in the 14th century. The region came under the Danish crown in 1380, when both Norway and Denmark fell under one rule. It was only in the 18th century that more efforts to establish contact with the people from the islands started to be more intense, in a way to spread the Christian religion. To do that, a lot of native Danish moved there, assuming again Greenland as a colony. At this point, Denmark and Norway had been in a union for a few centuries. In the year of 1814, this union will be over, with the Treaty of Kiel, that decreed Norway should be ceded to Sweden, which had ended up in the Norwegian independence instead. So, the other parts of Denmark at the time would remain under their control. But Norway started to colonize part of the eastern side of Greenland, claiming that portion of the territory to themselves. Only in 1933, the Permanent Court of International Justice determined that Greenland is part of Denmark. Iceland was also part of the Danish kingdom till the end of World War I, when they gained independence, although they have maintained really close ties with Denmark throughout the years. The Faroe Islands tried the same at some point in the mid of the 20th century, but with no success, they've ended up in the autonomous territory that they are today. Denmark is one of the countries that formed Scandinavia, and where this style of flag was born. This was an attempt to show their religious identity, which the cross of Jesus did really easily. The current Danish flag has been in use since the 14th century, and it's the oldest continuously used flag in the world. It's the inspiration for the flags of Sweden, Norway, Finland, Iceland, and even the Faroe Islands. Greenland decided to use another kind of flag, the symbolic one representing the sun reflecting on the sea. They preferred this flag instead of others with the Nordic cross on them. Soon it was realized the resemblance between Greenland's flag and the Danish rowing club HEI Rosport. It is not proved if this was a case of plagiarism, but this club actually gives permission for Greenland to use this flag. So, Denmark is a place with a great geographical and political identity, which is a result of historical events in these last few centuries. Coincidentally, Denmark is also a country where its capital is not on the mainland, but on an island instead, just like Equatorial Guinea, my last video topic. So, geographers of the world, thank you once again for watching another video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and leave a like. All your support is very important. See you in the next top, geographers of the world.